change. I still think the Obamacare thing is going to come down and play out over time as to whether or not people are happy with their health care. And that poll out today of people who got Obamacare, 75% are very happy or extremely happy, but they haven't had it. They haven't gone through enough of it yet. But I mean, that gives you a full election cycle till they're going to be unhappy.
Right. And to that point, I actually got a series of texts from Craig, the Obamacare lawyer. He mentions one client is an Obamacare insurer. They shall remain nameless. But as of September 1st, they estimated that 73% of their new enrolled under the law had not shown up for an appointment yet.
Right.
So They still aren't quite sure how sick these folks are. And let's see, 3/4 of folks are happy they have insurance. Who wouldn't be? Taxpayers cover most of the premium. Nearly the same percentage haven't even tried to use it yet.
It seems like it's an odd standard to use it all. So the people that are getting their health care paid for by the rest of us are happy about it.
Right.
Yeah, I would hope so. The real question isn't the real question for the rest of America whether or not we think that's a good idea?
And, well, yes, absolutely. But to get back to another statistical thing, and I point this out not to prove one point or another about Obamacare, but just because it really illustrates, lies, damn lies, and statistics. Craig points out, also remember that so many of these challenged enrollments were not verified or paid until as late as May. So we're looking at data for folks who happen to have gone to a doc between June and September. That's an incredibly small sample set.
Well, yeah, and I hope none of you get sick that are listening right now, but you don't really know what your health insurance is probably until you start going to the doctor a lot, like I have been lately. That's when you find out what kind of health insurance you have.
Yeah.
And what your deductibles are all about and everything else.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other story, that New York Times story, there were two parts of it. One, that people on Obamacare, their deductibles, a lot of them, they're going to double from $2,500 to $5,000. $5,000 deductible a year. Is it the IRS, whoever makes this decision, calls anything over $1,300 a high deductible. We're talking $2,500 or $5,000.
Well, that's a stratospheric deductible.
The other part of it is likely that in the future you're going to have to change your whole plan, your doctors, every single year. That's just going to become routine, according to the New York Times.
If you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor.
That every year we'll have to shop around, and because of the way competition works, we'll have to shop around and we'll change. So how many people like the idea of your kid, or you for that matter, seeing a different doctor, maybe going to a different hospital every single year?
God, it's just horrible.
Oh, hell yeah.
Absolutely horrible.
I've had the same doctor for me and my